right, man. Apparently, Cam Sutton has got in some trouble. A lot of people thought it was fake. Apparently, the allegations look to be true. His allegations are DV and assault. So they basically looking for him in a Chrysler Wagoneer down there in Florida. And all Lions fans could think about is voiding his contract. He is the most hated Detroit Lion I've seen in quite some time. You know. But check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And that's true. He's one of the most hated Detroit Lions I've seen in quite some time, man. Can't cap. Once you started to get to talking about, you know, how bad he was, it started in that Chargers game. I think he had a toe injury, you know, and I think that might have kind of turned the tide for him. But, you know, what had happened now until, you know, his innocence is proven. If this is true, he going to the commissioner's non-exempt list. So I'm really sure. I guess he would still get paid. And to be honest, man, a lot of people make allegations about it. A lot of women make, or God, because it could be domestic, it could be children, it could be another man, it could be a woman. Make allegations all the time, you know, and a lot of times, you know, in these situations, it's like starting a fire. Believe it or not, a lot of the times, the woman starts the fire. You know, she likes the fire, she get the fire going, and then once she get up inside the guy, you know, once she gets the guy to react, or it could be a woman to react, and then they play the victim. So when you dealing with a woman in these situations, it's best just to leave. You know, you got to leave your own stuff. You got to leave your own house, you know. It's best to get your camera out so you can record it, because this is something that's going to be part of his resume going forward. Even if he's completely exonerated, he's completely innocent, this is still a stain on his reputation. And in these situations, the shit, I don't know, you know, the particulars, nobody knows right now. I'm telling you, a lot of the times, the women are the initiators. Trust and believe me. And this is why it's important to have emotional stability, emotional support, control, because they want to get a reaction out of you, and you can't give people, and that's just not a woman, you can't give women a reaction out of you. You can't let them have a reaction out of you. And before you get a reaction, it's better you just leave. You know, better you just leave and walk away. Don't go to another room, just leave. Record and leave. That's just where we at in society at right now. And a lot of people say, well, you shouldn't be dealing with these type of women. A lot of times you don't know you dealing with these type of women. Some of you dudes do. You know, she got a smart mouth, she a firecracker, she won't put her hands on you and all that. You some people know, but sometimes you don't know. Sometimes you inflict an emotion. It could be hormonal, they could be pregnant, their hormones be all over the place. It can be, you know, a death in the family. It could just be, women are like that. They could wake up and just feel emotional. You know, you could have said something that was a joke. I mean, anything can inflict that. You know what I'm saying? And it can just go from that to that. You know? And apparently he fled the scene. He probably gonna turn himself in. But, you know, he innocent till proven guilty. And this is why, as important it is for you to be emotionally controlled, to have the emotional intelligence, it's important for you to pick a partner who has that. You know, a woman that's not going to get emotional, a woman that got self-control, all that. That's important. Very important. These are things men don't think about when they pick up women or they choose to date women. You know, if you just choose to smash them, hey, that's your game. I ain't mad at you. That's a fun game for a minute. And you all fun and games after a while. But these are things you start to look for. The booty, the titties, the face, all that starts to kind of like, You start to look for women that can raise your children, women that's emotionally controlled, stable, hold a conversation, cool, mellow. That's why I tend to date older women. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tend to date older. That's just what I do. I tend to date older women. You know what I'm saying? You know, they tend to keep themselves up a lot better. They tend not to have a bunch of time to be all in your shit. They got shit going on. They understand the game. When we link, it's a good time. Not for a long time, it's a good time. You know, you ain't got to pay for everything. And, you know, which that can or can't be a problem for some people. So, you deal with younger women, you know, it's an upside to it if you want to have a kid. But they like to get physical. They can't control their liquor. They still, you know, finding themselves. So, but like I said before, a lot of them, I just wanted to give a little insight on that. Like, these are things when you're young, you don't really think about. You know, girls be like, well, don't make me crazy. And that's a real thing. I forget what they call it. It's when you have sex with a woman and you impregnate her and they really do turn crazy. It's like a hormonal imbalance or some shit going on up there. This is why you see a lot of pregnant single women. You know what I'm saying? Because the sperm goes to their brain and something truly does happen up there. So, but yeah, you know, you got, you know, he innocent. I know everybody. I don't think everybody wants this to be true, from the standpoint of him as a player, as a person, as a reputation, as, you know, the organization, you know. But I think a lot of people just want him gone. And they can't really do nothing without big financial ramification, you know, unless they cut him next year. You know what I'm saying? After next season, they cut him. But with this going on, they can avoid this contract. You know what I'm saying? And if it's videotaping him doing something like Ray Rice, you know, his career is over with. It's over with. It's over with. And but usually in these situations, depending on who the person was, it could have been his brother, could have been his son, could have been his daughter, could have been his aunt, could have been his mama, like Des Bryant, no pun intended. Maybe a little bit. Could have been anybody. Okay? Domestic doesn't necessarily mean it's a male on female. It could be female, be uncle, niece, auntie, baby, sister, daddy, crazy. So, like I said before, a lot of times when cooler heads prevail and they not as emotional when you leave the house and then come back after a while, you know, but just after they tend to come to their senses. But the problem with that is this: the state will still pick up a DV charge even without the cooperation of the plaintiff. So that's the problem. The state will still pick it up, especially in racist ass Florida. But I think a lot of people saying we can get rid of Cam Sutton, and he was that hated. He was that bad down the stretch, and nobody cared about the toe injury. But I just hope it ain't true. But he innocent, and everybody want to paint a guilty verdict. But like I said, I know how these things pretty much go, man. And like I said, you know, I know when they was talking about when a lot of dog breeders, you know, a lot of dog people, they like to look at the temperament of the dog. You know, they like to look at the temperament of the dog before they know if they want to, whatever they want to do with it. And when you look at the temperament of a potential female, you know, if you're a male, potential female, and if you're a female, potential male, you know, even the guys and girls you hang around with, pay attention to the temperament. Because one loud mouth, one erratic behavior, one hot head, you know, one loudmouth girl that want to fight, that could put you all in a position to lose your life. So, but yeah, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree, find me on X, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, all in the link tree, man. Check us out on Facebook. Peace.